Oh, it is March 5th, Thursday. Man, I am tired. I'm sore. My hip hurts. I practiced inside today. Hey. It was only bonus, and then I got English. Oh, wish I hadn't skipped on Tuesday, so then I would have skipped today. It's fine. It's not actively raining, so I can still bike. But no trades taken. Uh, although I felt like it was a really good day mentally. Um, you know, I'll just get into it. So I don't want this to get everywhere. It's dripping. I'm tired. Okay. Uh. Oh damn. Replay right for market open. Okay. This might be a little too early for market open. There we go. Okay. So no sync. No sync. Okay. I don't know what the hell that is. No sync. Okay. So I mean yesterday we ripped it up. Boom. Swept that. Failure swing of this. You see, boom, manipulated. Failure swing, push down, took the liquidity, boom, back to discount, manipulated, push down, push back up, failure swing. Now we're closing lower. And so I'm like, okay, we're right around here, we're right around London low. And so I'm like, okay, uh, we could sweep this back to discount dump. We could just continue to close lower. We could sweep this, push up internals, or maybe even take out the failure swing and then dump it. I like lower, honestly, but this could be the top, or we could put in another top. Really coming into today, I was like, I really want to see how we act after taking London lows, because I'm like, we could just put a manipulation, rip it up. If we push it open, longs to EQ, then see what happens. If we dump EQ, the total range is below New York AM from yesterday. So if I'm looking at this range, this whole range that I've been in, this failure swing leg, bingo, EQ is a little bit below that, but so basically that's where I would target for lows. So market open. I saw us take the low. Hold on. Let me drink some of this. I didn't think I was going to be able to taste the difference, but low fat, you definitely it's missing the I don't know, just sounds a little off, but that's tangent. Really coming into this, I'm like, okay, this doesn't really look like it is manipulation, right? Because we put it on low. Well, actually, we put it on low, manipulated low, ripped it up, came back down, manipulated the low again, and I'm like, okay. Oh, do we end up taking it one more time? We don't. Okay. So I'm like, this kind of looks like manipulation. It wasn't screaming for me. No wicks on these two candles was kind of weird. But I'm like, okay, that's manipulation, failure swing, push up. So we're gonna hold here and close above there for longs. Swept, closing higher, and then next market open candle, we ripped it up. And I'm like, okay, cool, good to know. And so then I'm looking EQ of the leg that sponsored this move down. Technically, there could be one here, but I like this because that was a soup, and then we went all the way down. Uh, but then possibly EQ of this whole entire range because we did just sweep that low. So I'm like, okay, looking at not just where EQ is, but where could we possibly see some stuff? Okay, this wick high right here, technically holding under here, but really that, and then this high were the main things I'm looking for around EQ. Bingo. Continue to close higher. I'm like, damn, that we're just ripping. We're straight up ripping. Alrighty. Bingo. Soup. Okay. Boom. Hold on. Alrighty, we're back. Sorry, roommate walked in. But where were we? Oh, we were right here. Bingo. Push up, put on a high, sweep the high. That's the manipulation up here. Very clean looking? No, but that's the definition of it. Okay. That candle Doesn't really show shorts. That kind of shows shorts right there. But I'm like, where do longs become invalid? Technically, closing below EQ, dumb clear down here, right? There's no bearish candles here. There's a bearish candle, CISD, clearer manipulation. Then it looks nice. But I'm sitting here. This next one sweeps it, and this next candle, I think, almost closes below. Almost closes below. And so I'm like, damn, this kind of looks good uh, to enter, right? Because we have that turtle soup changing the state. But what am I missing? I'm missing the liquidity sweep. What liquidity are we sweeping, right? Okay, we're in EQ. We tap that. We haven't taken anything major, right? This doesn't look like manipulation. That wick is, but that wick really, I don't even know where I draw that. Probably like, it's probably just that candle is the manipulation leg. Where do I think this is going? Do I think this is going to fully reverse right here? Uh, Probably not, because we haven't taken liquidity. We're in discount, so this would just be a failure swing. But I want to see us remanipulate to go lower. Boom. The next candle is print lower. And so I'm like, okay, now this order block, boom. Okay, cool. So I literally was sitting here. I was sitting here with the trade panel up. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take this short. I'm gonna take this short all the way down there. That doesn't make sense because we how much we swept that liquidity, pushed back to discount. Okay, what we aren't reacting off of this order block, but we closed all the way through it. So now I'm like, okay, I like these highs to be taken. Um, but I hopped off pretty early because my teammate got here ridiculously early for some reason. You're like 10 minutes early to practice. But then I'm like, okay, thank goodness getting closure above. Boom. I'm like, I literally wrote this the second I hopped out the charts. I'm like, now this looks good for shorts. Too bad I have to leave now. Um, just because that's the sweep. That's manipulation. Closure below, retest, and then dump it. Perfect shorts for me here. If that's what happens. Nope. Bingo. Okay, put in a high. Swap the high again. Boom. That's an order block. Soup. Put high. Swap the high. Doesn't look too nice for shorts. Nope. We just keep getting closure higher, right? This could have honestly been, I don't know. Not dumb clear for longs when we're up here, but trying to understand the action. Okay, I didn't have this marked out, but boom. We took the low, we took the high. What are we going to do? Does that look like manipulation? I need to see the other action. That could possibly be manipulation, right? 10 o'clock, key reversal time. Alrighty, we actually souped it, souped the failure swing. Okay, that looks good for shorts. Close below there. Okay. Now what are we looking for? We're looking for, EQ of the failure swing. Bingo, right around here. It's a very big wick, I just realized. Oh my gosh, let me type the back. How long are we into this? 8 minutes? Okay. So I would be basically looking for something to get swept. Okay, boom. That. Give me some closure lower. Give me closure lower at that. Give me closure below. Really? Technically, that has to be the stop. But I mean, with all this action, if that's manipulation, right? Um, that's huge. That's very big. And that's not even a 1 to 2. That's not bad though. But how many points is this stop? That's my concern. Is not as bad as it would have been yesterday. But if you're entering here, honestly, because we want to, if we close below this is order block. Hold 50%. Don't want to wick up into this, right? If we close below, boom. Swim some of that, but we got closure below that, so I like short still. Boom. Oh, well, okay then. We I was not expecting this. I was expecting this to look kind of just it makes sense. But that's the manipulation leg. We swept the liquidity, failure swing, soup, changing the state. That, that's the model. Boom. Sweep. Manipulate. Failure swing. Discount. Now, would I prefer to find an entry somewhere up here? Yeah. Maybe on a lower time frame. Maybe that's what I do. I don't know. I only have like the basic, like the cheapest plan for trading view. And so I don't see the second time frame. I think this I'll have to go back and research it. Maybe Tradeovate has it. Maybe yeah, maybe I have trade maybe Tradeovate has it where I can see because there's definitely a change in the state. Honestly, closing below this. So once that kind of closes, that kind of I don't know, but that's something to backtest. That's good though. Alrighty. Internal sweep. I bet you on a 2 minute there's a fair value gap. Nope, not there. Not damn. That's actually kind of crazy that there's nothing. But there's still if I hold on, where's the line? This is literally perfect. This is the 2022 model. Boom, 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 boom. Change the state below. That's the 2022 model. Bingo. And then do we take the low? Okay, that looked like too easy of a move. But with us taking that and seeing that has been the manipulated high, just sweeping there, manipulate, push back. If I'm finding an entry somewhere in here, okay, I feel confident writing it down at least till there, right? Because that's kind of okay. Where's EQ? What are we holding? But the over, I like lower still. I like lower from this because this is the failure swing of that, like I said earlier. So I like lower to run everything. Okay, we push back, we swap liquidity back to discount, right? It's just gonna be this kind of like a back testing one because I got off so early. Back to discount, chop, chop, closing higher. But there's really no action. So this is what is this? I need to get better with this. Is this low resistance liquidity runs or is this a no, this is low resistance, right? Because there's a bunch of guys. I don't know. I'll have to do some research. I like to see closure lower here. Yep. And then what? We're gonna rip it up again. All right, and that's basically where we are. So, I mean, hey, hey, the draw got hit. Oh, so that's an internal soup there to send us lower. Okay, but I mean, you see what I mean, right? Where okay, push up. I knew that could happen. If I get good at understanding right when market like opens, like, okay, what can we do? If we get closure high, boom, and just write it up because I'm like, I want shorts. But what do I need to take shorts? I need to see a liquidity sweep. Where's the liquidity sweep? It's gonna be up here, or it's gonna be right there. Right? We took both of those. And so I was waiting, boom, boom, boom. And then the trade, then the model shows up. So I mean, spent 14 minutes. It is 1:40. I gotta eat. And I got English class. I don't like English class. It's 20 minutes away walking. It's not raining. It could be worse. I'm probably gonna bike, put on some rain pants and bike. Honestly, I don't really care. I mean, this was a really good day for me staying out of this trade. Why? This is not the top. That is not manipulation, right? To see manipulation would be to close, back down here. But we didn't. So I stayed out of the trade. That's a good trade to I would have called that a miss. No, not really a miss. That's a good trade to not take. Rip it up, boom. missed that, but I mean, I can't do anything. I'm Practice starts at 10:15, and I'm not kind of just a rule is just I'm not going to take trades on my phone, right? Because I'm not sitting down, I'm not locked into the market, not right now. So, I mean, that's all I have really for today. I mean, I got what I wanted to see. Boom, failure swing again. But I mean, we'll see what we want to do tomorrow. But that's for tomorrow to decide. So I will see y'all later.